Hi everyone. In the previous class, we have seen the concept of DOM manipulation in jQuery, and also we have seen various kind of style methods. Okay. In today's class, we'll see the concept of basic introduction about jQuery plugins. Guys, I think you have come across the word called plugins. So, what do you mean by plugins? Think about it. So, like these plugins means which will add an extra functionality to anything. It will add an extra functionality to anything. Like for example, if you take any kind of hardware component, take any kind of hardware component. For example, let me take uh, for example, in our any kind of laptop, for any kind of laptop, we have touchpad. We have touchpad. Through this touchpad, I can able to perform left click. I can able to perform right click. I can able to move my cursor. I can able to move my cursor. Instead of this touchpad, instead of this touchpad, I can able to use a separate mouse. I can able to use a separate mouse. Through this, I can able to perform left click, right click, as well as moving of cursor, as well as moving a cursor. But but if I would like to communicate this mouse, if this mouse would like to work similar to touchpad, it requires some kind of actually we call it as drivers. We call it as drivers. Of course, in nowadays everything is compatible. Everything is compatible. Yes, fine. Here, what I would like to convey to is, I would like to convey is, in order to do this process, do this process, in order to move my cursor, or in order to perform left click, or in order to perform right click, I can have one more extra feature, meaning that through this mouse I can able to perform the same operation. Perform the same operation. This is not the extra functionality. Try to make observe. These two are having same functionality. Same functionality. But here what I'm saying is we can able to get extra functionality. For example, if we take into the concept of jQuery, see, jQuery means it's a kind of JavaScript library. It's a kind of JavaScript library. Already I have explained in the introduction. Library contains collection of various kind of built-in things. Various kind of built-in things. All those we can call it as methods. So this is what I have already shown to you. If you observe here, yes. See, jQuery jk.c file. If you observe, this is a kind of uh, JavaScript library file, which we call it as a installation of jQuery. jQuery. So it contains the various kind of code. Contains the various kind of code. Okay, fine. So all this code we don't need to write everything. So whichever it is required for us, the corresponding thing we are going to reuse in our program. For example, I would like to find out the parent of a particular element. The parent of a particular element. Then we are going to simply write the selector dot correspond parent method. Actually, this parent method is a also having some kind of backend code which is available as part of JavaScript library. As part of JavaScript library. So why they have provided in the form of a library? Because it is meant for to simplify the process of writing for the developer. To simplify the process of writing for the developer, as it is simplified, the time taken to develop also will be decreased. Will be decreased, right? And also one more thing is, as this kind of process, this kind of requirement is commonly used for most of the people. Commonly used for most of the people in the world. Most of the people in the world. Then also we can go for developing a kind of method. Developing a kind of method. Like guys, if you simply assume that in Java, we'll have various kind of packages, right? So when we go for creating user-defined packages, User defined packages. If a method, or if you think that if anything is common for so many people, if anything is common for so many people, instead of writing the code by themselves everyone, we are going to write that in a common location, that in a common location, that same thing we are going to reuse wherever it is required, wherever it is required. This is the concept of packages, or concept of, it's a concept of packages. Similarly, this JavaScript library contains a collection of methods. In this collection of methods, almost measured people are working, whatever the things they are required, almost they have implemented in the form of a library, so that everybody can use this jQuery, and they will reduce the development time. They will reduce the development time. Similarly, if we think that, if we think that, if we think that uh, any kind of functionality, if you think that any kind of functionality is common to so many people, is common to so many people, common to, for example, in our college 6,000 students are there, 6,000, or else for example 1,000 students are there, 1,000 students are there for our YouTube batch, for our YouTube batch. What it is, I have given separate projects for everyone. I have given separate projects for everyone, and I am asking for to develop the project with respect to jQuery, JavaScript library. I have asked. Now, for all the projects, for all the 1,000 projects, the internal common thing is, there is a common thing which is a software. There is a common thing which is like the feature is uh, get element name of, get element name of every element, get element name of don't get it from this, get element name of I'm sorry, get element name of get element name of every element. This is the common thing that everybody has to be implemented in their code. So for this process, what they can do, they can select an element, they can select an element, and they can use a method called prop method. They can use a method called prop method. So this prop method having an attribute called tag name attribute, tag name attribute, so that every element tag name will be displayed to the customer, every element tag name will be displayed to the customer. Yes, but writing this code individually by 1,000 students will take the burden on every individual student, burden on the every individual student. Instead of that, what I will do is, I will make this functionality, I will make this functionality as a separate code, as a separate code. That separate code I am calling it as a plugin. That separate code I am calling it as plugin, and this plugin will be used by, this plugin will be used by all the 1,000 people, and they can able to satisfy this requirement without writing the same code separately by everyone. I hope you understand the meaning of plugin right now. Meaning that, if I would like to convey in single shot, a plugin means, which is a kind of, a plugin is a uh, as I would like to write definition, a plugin is a piece of code, piece of code which is written in a standard JavaScript file, standard JavaScript file. If you observe this code, guys, if you observe this plugin, this if you observe this, so this is a kind of JavaScript file, this is a kind of standard JavaScript library file, standard JavaScript file. It contains various kind of methods, all those methods which we are going to work with, work by us wherever it is required. For example, in the morning class, I have taken I think an example. 1 minute, let me show that. Next, parent, 1 minute, parent animate. So this is a previous class, I think. Next, filter. Please first all this. Give me a minute more. Maybe I have written in the directly code. I think the code is also I have erased. Hmm, 1 minute. Is there anything like first and last, EQ, all this? Yeah, guys, I will explain instead of wasting time. Yeah. So in the previous class, what I said that I have taken a method called last method. I have taken a method called equivalent method, and I have taken a method called filter method, not method. Like this, I have taken a various things. Where I think these all I have taken in the traversing of DOM. Traversing of DOM. So this is what DOM manipulation. Yes, maybe here. Yes, yes. You can observe, guys. I have taken first, last, equivalent. Now, if you observe, guys, if I write equivalent of 0, so what is this equivalent? I would like to select all the paragraph elements. Among those paragraph elements, I would like to select second index position paragraph, right? What does this first means? It is going to select all the paragraph elements. Among those, I need to get the 0th index position. Instead of writing this first method, can I write like dollar of p selecting the paragraph element followed by equivalent of 0? Yes, these two are same. These two are same, of course. Yes. So in order to simplify our process, what they did, they have implemented this first method also as part of JavaScript library. See, if you observe the code, I think at line number, yeah, see, observe. If I am calling the function called first function, method action called first action, it is going to return what? This dot equivalent of 0. This dot equivalent of 0. So what does it mean? Instead of writing equivalent of 0 specifically, they have implemented the method called first method so that it will reduce burden on the developer. It will reduce burden on the developer so the developing time will be less time. Like similarly, last method, slice method, even method. It is going to return all the even kind of elements. Odd method. See, equivalent method. Now this is the okay. So like this, they have already built. They have given all the built-in methods in the form of a library. In the form of a library. Yes. Okay, now guys. So what we requirement is, what our requirement is, what are the things that we are going to commonly used by many of the people, we would like to make that as a plugin. Plugin. Why we are making it as a plugin? Because jQuery developers already given a complete library which I am calling it as JavaScript library. If I am going to add some kind of extra functionality to this one, then I am calling it as a plugin. I'm calling it as plugin. Yes. So meaning that, so these plugins are going to provide extra functionality without affecting to the existing JavaScript library code, without affecting any extra problem to the JavaScript library code, guys. So that is also we have to take care. Yes. So whenever you would like to write any kind of plugin, what you require, we need to follow some set of rules. We need to follow some set of rules. So what are those rules for writing a JavaScript plugin? Sorry, jQuery plugin means. So whatever the file name that we are going to access, see, that plugin also we are going to save it in a some kind of standard JavaScript file, meaning that I need to extend that file with an extension called JavaScript, and whatever the naming convention is there for that file should have to start with jQuery, followed by followed by name of the plugin, For example, as I said here, I want to get element. I will give the name of my plugin file as jQuery dot any other name, like getting name of elements dot js file. So my file name is will be like this. My file in this I am going to write the code. This I am going to write the code. So this is the way we need to write the plugin code. Plugin code. And what about the other file? The other file is one kind of HTML file. In this HTML file, we need to reuse the code. We need to reuse the code. Yes. And yeah. So I don't want to point out right now HTML file. And there are some set of rules. So what is the first rule? It mustn't should have to extend with .js, and every file name mustn't should have to follow with the prefix jQuery dot name of the plugin, name of the plugin. And whatever the methods, whatever the functions, whatever the functions are, whatever the methods which we are using in this plugin, you have to mustn't should end with the semicolon. And one more thing is, all these methods or functions must and should have to return in the form of jQuery object. Must and should have to return in the form of jQuery object. It is not compulsory one, but it is recommended to return in the form of jQuery object. And one more thing is, one more important one is, we have to always use each method. We have to always use each method. So in the morning class I have taken, each method is going to meant for to iterate every element after satisfying the corresponding condition. So which is meant for to iterate over the current set of matched elements. You have to use the this dot each method every time. Yeah, I will take example right now. So what we will do is, yes guys, observe. And one more important point is, whenever you are going to write a method, that method should have to, that function should have to prefix with jQuery dot fn. Fn means function followed by function name. Guys, I am directly writing the example which I would like to explain the class. So display is the function name followed by the function. So this syntax you have already thoroughly know. So in JavaScript we have seen three ways of writing a function, right? So what is the function name? Display. The function name is display. So don't think that it is a kind of unnamed function. The function name is display, but you have to follow this syntax: jQuery dot function fn dot function name. And okay, fine. So these are the 5 set of rules you have to find out. So right now what I will do is, I will write a plugin code for this requirement file. So what is my requirement? My requirement is I have 1,000 students. For all 1,000 students I have given an 1,000 projects, but these all people having a common requirement: displaying of every element name, which are used by themselves. So for that I am going to create a plugin. This plugin can be used by multiple people. For example, CSC people has used this plugin, they can use csc.html. EC people are using, they can use this plugin. Or chemical people are using, they can use this plugin. Or civil people are using, they can use this plugin. So I don't bother about how many people are using, but I'm going to develop one plugin. This plugin can be used by many people. So what is the structure for saving any kind of plugin file? It had to start with jQuery dot file name. What is the file name? For example, my file name is display. And it has to save with an extension .js, as I am to write JavaScript file. Yes. Then I have to write a function. That function name is display. This is the one way of writing a function. So, but every function should have to prefix with jQuery dot function. Yes. Here we need to write everything. What thing? They have to specifically end with semicolon. That is the second point they have clearly given. functions or methods must have to end with the semicolon, and they have to return the jQuery objects, and they have to use the this dot for each loop. Yes. So, what this method is, whenever the user is calling the display method from cs.html, ec.html, or chemical.html, or civil.html, it is going to call this one. So for that, what I will do is, so whenever user passes a particular selected element, particular element, what I'm going to do is, I am going to return. So guys, this is a simple example. I'm going to return the corresponding element. So you know the way of writing the each method. Yes, guys. So this function contains now every element. Yes. Now what I will do is, I will simply going for alert of element name is I am going to make the corresponding element dot. We have a method called prop method. I am going to use an attribute called tag name. So if it's all up to you whether you want to write whatever the things that you make. So this is the simple plugin for to display every element name. Yes. Up to here we have created a plugin. Now coming to HTML file. So if you take csc.html, what is requirement? My requirement is, for example, there is a tag called bold tag high. Whenever the document is ready, or whenever user clicked button, so document ready, for that you can able to write the code ready function. Whenever user click the button, you can able to write the code. Then now you have to write the code. So I would like to display the corresponding tag name. What you are going to do, you have to access the corresponding tag name, followed by, to display the corresponding tag name, what you require, you have to invoke this plugin. So this plugin you have to invoke, but how we are going to invoke this plugin? That is the thing you have to know. But before going to know the invoking of this plugin, 1 minute. So you have to display the tag name. So the displaying the tag name is available. The code is available in which function? Display function. It's available in display function. If I write like this, what will happen, guys? It is going to produce an error. Why it is going to produce an error? Array, there is no such display method available for you. Guys, while explaining jQuery introduction also, I have taken without writing, without adding this code. Without adding this source jQuery jk.js or CDN, without adding this one, you are going to raise an error, right? So why you are getting this error? Because of not adding this plugin to your JavaScript file. Not adding this HTML file. So before going to work with any kind of plugin, or before going to work with any kind of JavaScript library, it is always necessary to combine, link your HTML file and your plugin file and your JavaScript library. Yes. So for that, generally what you are going to do it, if you take that csc.html, what you are going to do, generally either with the help of installation link, I mean with the help of script type equal to text or JavaScript followed by link. So what is that? jQuery jk.js. We are going to link, or the another name is we are moving for CDN. This is the first step you have to compulsory write, because as we are trying to work with jQuery, compulsory it is a hard and fast rule that you have to make it installation, or you have to use the CDN. And second point is you have to make link to the plugins. If you are using any kind of plugins in our program, if you are going to use any kind of plugins in our program, you have to make link to that plugins. So display is a kind of method which is available in which plugin? jQuery.display.js. How we are going to How we are going to link to any kind of JavaScript file? Simply script type equal text or JavaScript, source equal to what you are going to write, jquery dot display.js file, display.js file. That's it. So now you won't get any kind of error. You won't get any kind of error. And after that, third statement, what is the third statement? User defined scriptings. So if you would like to write any kind of scriptings further, like after performing ready function, click function, all those. So what is the order you must and should have to follow while linking to any kind of JavaScript file? You have to compulsory first step is you have to compulsory link with the installation or CDN. Then you have to go for the plugin link. Then you have to go for the normal scripting file. Normal scripting file. If you know this concept clearly, then our entire task is completed up. The task is completed. Yes, guys. So what I will do is I will take this example right now. I take the example right now, and I will thoroughly clearly explain to you. So I'm going to copy this one. Control N, Control V. What I will do is so I'm going to make the ready function also available, and I made available one button. So I'm going to save my, so jk plugin dot html. I have taken an html file. So 1 minute, I'm going to remove everything. So button is required, right? So the for that button I have saved. So that jk plugin file I'm going to open. Yes, open. If I click here, I need to get all the elements of the corresponding HTML page. Yes, guys. So whenever you are trying to work with any kind of plugins, first step is what? You have to make it installation. You have to make it installation. Yes, installation process is completed to the sixth line, or CDN process is completed to seventh line. But I need to make available either sixth line or seventh line. That is completed. And what about the next step? You have to make it link to any kind of plugins. You have to make it link to any kind of plugin. Guys, first think about, as right now any plugins are created right now? No. So I need to create the plugins. I need to create the plugins. So I'm going to press Control N and I'm trying to click Control S. So whenever you are going to create any kind of plugin, what are the rules for creating a plugin? You have to compulsory start with jQuery dot file name. jQuery dot file name. What is the file name? Can we give j plugin? J plugin dot, or else I will take display one. So it is perfect one. Display dot js. We got js. Display dot js. So this is a kind of JavaScript file. Now I have created one plugin file by using various kind of naming groups. Now I have to create the display method. Display method. I'm going to call function. It needs to end with this one. But if you are going to write any kind of method or any kind of function, you have to compulsory once again prefix with jQuery.fn. jQuery.fn. And this function has to return. Every match element, right? So this dot each of, so you know this purpose. It is going to end with once again semicolon. I would like to display all the elements. So element names, element name plus I'm going to define dollar of this dot top of. So the thing is, it is tag name. So guys, so our plugin is created. Now first step is created here. Now the second step is what? I need to concatenate this with the corresponding file. I need to make link, right? So for that I'm going to use script tag. Script type equal text or JavaScript. What is the source? Source equal to file name. What is the file name? jQuery dot display dot display.js. Display.js. So our second step is complete. Let's observe display jQuery.display.js is available in which location, that you have to understood. It is available in jQuery programs only, and these two JK plugin and these two are in same location. So I don't need to point out any folder. Yes. And what about the third step? If you are using any kind of writing any kind of script, you need to write that customized script in the next step. So that customized script contains, whenever the web page is loaded, I need to make identify by using a method called ready method, and whenever the user clicks on the button, it is going to call this click function. Now it comes to the process. For example, I have a anchor tag ahref equal to https /www dot rguktsklm dot ac dot in rguktsklm dash anchor tag. I would like to make available division. Hi, hello, welcome to rguktsklm. Welcome to rguktsklm. And one more paragraph comes under RGKT University. Comes under RGKT University. Yes, I have created these files. Now my requirement is, whenever user clicks this button, I need to show a tag is there in the uh, in the file, division tag is in the file, and p tag is in the file. For that, what we need to call? We need to call the display function. So to call the display function, first, for which thing you need to display anchor tag, right? So first I need to activate the anchor tag. A dot display function. Yes. So for anchor tag, whenever the anchor tag is, so for the corresponding element is identified, and it is going to call the display function. So it will be traversed to here, and it will pass that, and is going to get the tag name. Element name is A. It need to display. That's it, right? So everything is complete, I think. Plugin created, and all this history completed, and this one is also complete. I have refreshed. See, RGKT SKLM. Hi, hello, welcome to RGKT Sikakulam. Yes, click here. It is not working. Maybe somewhere some maybe there. If I click on F12, click on console, 10 errors are there. File not found, fail to load at the line number 1 itself. Display. Here you can observe, guys, the name of the file is display. I made it a mistake. There is no mistake right now. If I click here, element name is A. Click OK. Yes. So if you would like to get all the element names, what I will do, simply I will take division. I will take P. I'm going to refresh. Click here. Element name is A. So what is the first element name? A. Second element name is division. Third element name is P. So like this, I can able to get all the elements by creating a custom defined custom defined method called display method. Now what we can do is, for example, instead of getting only the tag name, I can able to get href of every element. Now what will happen? If href is exist, it is going to return that href. If it is not exist, it is going to return as undefined. If you observe here, I'm going to refresh. Click here. Element name. What is the href value? www.rgktsklm.s.in. If I click OK, element name is undefined. For division, nothing. For paragraph is also nothing. Undefined. Nothing. Yeah. Instead of using this prop method, so for example, I can able to get the value which is present in that field. You can write by using text method, right? Click here. You will get element name. Sorry, instead of writing element name, content of every element. I want to refresh. Click here. Content of every element is RGKT SKLM. Hi, hello, welcome to RGKT SKLM. It comes under RGKT University. Like this, you can able to get. Yes, guys. Now it is a plugin. Now it is a plugin. This can be used by some other people also, right? Control J, Control V. Sorry, guys. 1 minute. So don't get confused. What I did is I made select the entire code and I pressed Control N. I pasted here and I'm saving once again. Instead of calling JK plugin, I'm calling CSC HTML file. CSC dot HTML file. HTML file. Now what we can do is uh, the people of CSC people has taking a bold tag CSC website, CSC website, CSC website, bold, link, a href equal to some link, some link, new web link, some data I have given, some data I have given. Now what we can do, so so this particular user also need to print every element name, every element name. So at the time what they can do, they can call simply display function by making connection to the corresponding file. Now what you can do here, I can simply call b, I can simply call here, sorry, we call here. Now what I will do, I will open that csc.html, csc.html. Yes, what happened, guys? Anything mistake? Oh, 1 minute. This is anchor tag. I made Control Z more actually. So while doing fast, there is some. Right now, I'm going to refresh. Yes. CSC website, new web link. Click here. Content of your element is CSC website, new web link. Like this, if I have 1,000 students, even though I'm having 1,000 HTML files, by just simply calling display function, it will be always no need to write the entire code. I hope you understood, guys. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, what I'm going to conclude here is, so I have created one kind of plugin, jQuery.display.js, which is a plugin. It's a plugin. I have written one time. I have 1,000 students. I have 1,000 students. Right now, I have shown two students. One is csc.html is one kind of student. Another student is JK plugin student. JK plugin dot HTML on student. Like this, if I have 990 students also, they can simply connect to this file and they can call the display method. That's it. So that all the remaining people no need to write this extra lines of code every time. Every time. Guys, do you think that is there any effect of is there any effect is there any effect to the existing JavaScript library? No. So whatever the code that we are going to write, that should not affect to the existing JavaScript library. Okay. So because of the reason, it simplifies our time or not? Simplifies our time. So that is the advantage of plugins. So I hope you understood clearly. Thank you.